I know who it was, but I saw my daughters. As a man, I saw my daughters, and it made me angry.
Greetings, y'all, and welcome to Seek Things Above TV. I'm your host, Lou Ciccone. So today we are going to take a look at this video from T.D. Jakes as he responds to Diddy during the Sunday sermon about the viral video of Diddy's abusing Cassie in the hotel lobby. So we're going to watch that in a second. If y'all like content like this, y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Do all the stuff that lets YouTube know that you like content like this. But without further ado, let's hop right into this video.
When I saw the images that have been floating all over the news all week, it became difficult to watch. The atrocious, degrading, demeaning, debauchery. I know who it was, but I saw my daughters. As a man, I saw my daughters, and it made me angry. It made me angry. And I thought, if it affected me like that as a man, how much more is that image a trigger for women who have been through that, who are currently going through that, who are in the middle of that, who feel trapped in situations where you are being physically and emotionally and verbally abused. And it is possible to feel trapped and have a key to the door and still feel trapped in a situation you can't get out of. And it has, domestic violence has no particular color, age, or face. It can be sitting beside you today. You can be churched, you can be unchurched, you can be educated, you can be rich, you can be poor. But let me tell you something before we pray. And it's not always the man. Let me tell you a couple of things before we pray. Both for the victims and the perpetrator. There's something you need to understand. If you got a rage you can't control, if you have an emotional problem, a mental health issue where you're bipolar, and your kids get scared when they hear your car coming home, you gotta get some help, dude.
Okay, so T.D. Jakes definitely says a lot there in that video. I think his response, for the most part, was definitely helpful, was good in terms of him, speaking out about the issue at hand, right? Because the greater issue is domestic abuse. And I think that's really what he focused on. So he did go about that in a good way, and then referencing the emotional triggers for him as he saw this video, and it made him think about his daughters, made him think about other women in his family. And I think that in general, that is a response that a lot of men will have when we see that video, is that we see the women in our lives and we see somebody who is taking advantage of them and just simply just treating them like trash. And we see that, and it angers us, and rightfully so. One should be angry at this video that came out. Now, the thing I would say, though, is I think it would have been better, it would have been good for him to actually call out Diddy by name. This sort of speaking about issues, and it's almost kind of where you're talking about the issue, but you're not speaking about the issue. That, to me, is where the weak part of it is, because he knows that everybody knows that he's been associated with Diddy in the past, and that they have connections. Whether they still have business connections or not, I don't know. So people know that. And I think him knowing that, he should actually just come out and say the person's name. Say, hey, the video of Diddy was atrocious. The video of Diddy was atrocious. And really, distance yourself from him, but also call him out on this issue. You're kind of distancing yourself, but you're not really saying what's everything. You know what I mean? You're not really speaking out clearly about all these things. And so I think he should have really just said Diddy's name in this instance. Knowing that people have all these opinions about him and that we're attaching him with Diddy and all their affairs together, it would have been helpful for him to plainly speak about Diddy and speak his name in this issue. I'm glad he did address it. However, I think it was insufficient in the execution of it. So we're going to see what happens next. It seems that there are different changes happening at the Potter's house. There's people, I believe his daughter and her husband, if I'm not mistaken, being now appointed as associate pastors. Things that have not taken place before are taking place in the Potter's house. So it almost seems like there is a new era, or perhaps he's trying to prepare people for the next phase. I'm not too sure. But however, we'll keep an eye on that and definitely report on that as the story develops. With that being said, y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. All right? God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.